This is my dinghy, and it sucks at the only thing it's supposed to do, float. Let me show you. Okay, now we wait and see what happens. A leaky dinghy is completely useless. It was cheap when I bought it, but I never knew it would be this much trouble to patch up. I've bought all the right resin and I've patched up all the holes, but I do have one more silver bullet I can try, so let's pull that out. So I've tried the right way. I went and bought the expensive PVC cement, the stuff that's supposed to seal up the holes. I found a lot of holes and I sealed a lot of holes, but there are still holes. So I've got this product. I'm not even going to show you what it is right now because I don't know if it works, but today we're going to try. Basically, you pour this inside the tubes, shake it up a little bit. Every 30 minutes you flip it over to make sure it seals the entire inside, and it's supposed to catch any small holes that you can't see. We're going to find out, so let's get at it. Time to inflate it. Sitting in the park for hours, turning it over every 30 minutes, it really did seem to work on some of the holes, filling it in from the inside and coating all the cracks. But there was a single seam that was in really bad shape, and no matter how hard I tried, the fluid just did not fill the holes. So I left it on the dock overnight, hoping for a miracle, and yeah, that didn't happen. One tube that had the problem is the lowest, but they're all very low. I had one last idea and I really wasn't proud of it. Before I do this, this is the wrong way. This has never been a how-to channel, only my personal experience doing these things, and right now my experience is so frustrating, I was willing to try anything. But even that didn't really help. Air was still slowly leaking out from that one seam on that one tube. But after all that work, I was actually willing to give it a shot. Not quite Breaking Bad, but hopefully I don't break anything. How about that? The motor I've got is hit or miss at best, but it won't work at all unless there's fuel on the line. After 15 minutes of pumping, not a drop was coming through. So I started taking things apart to find out why. There's not really anything wrong with the pump, but there is something wrong with this valve. The ball is just loose in there. There's no pressure on it. Easy fix. I can get around that by just using gravity to hold the ball against the valve. Now I had my plan. My gosh, well, that's a lesson learned, I guess. And this was it. A race against time had started. I needed to top off that leaky tube, put the seat in place, get the fuel tank on board, put the boat in the water, mount the engine, hook up the fuel line, and start it up before all the air got out. Now, we're cooking with gas and an oil mixture. But nothing ever goes according to plan. Exhausted, sweaty, gasping for air. I couldn't go on forever, but I had to dig deep. I needed to get on the water after everything I'd done to get this far. I could not give up. Oh my gosh. And that was it. No sunset boat ride. No happy ending. Am I really? Did I have to call this a failure? There's really no other word for it. I went inside, muscles broken, desperate for water and just a little bit of rest. I failed.
It was so close. So close.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. I may have failed, but I did not have to give up. So after all that, I took a look at myself in the mirror, went out, and tried again. A stutter. This was it. I just needed to keep going. And it's alive.
Oh my God, yes!
But the victory was very short-lived. That leaky tube meant that the seat had nothing to hold on to. It slipped out and crushed the fuel line, but I didn't even see it. I was too busy trying to learn how to drive the thing. Did I mention this is my very first time with an outboard motor? So, for a short while, I invite you to join me on the St. Johns River in a slowly sinking dinghy with a captain who does not know how to turn.
Oh my God. That was the most exciting and the most boring boat ride in the history of the water. Oh God. Okay, that was interesting.
And that's it. Not technically a failure after all that, but the dinghy is definitely trash and I'm not going to be hanging on to it. So if you like this, stick around. I've got some really fun stuff coming up very soon.